Florida man banned from United flights, LinkedIn for wearing underwear mask on plane. Cape Coral, Florida. A passenger aboard a United Airlines flight was asked to leave before takeoff because of the mask policy. It wasn't because he refused to wear one, it's the type of mask he wrote. Now he feels he's being unfairly punished and his work is taking a hit. Adam Jen says he's worn his version of a code mask, a piece of red underwear, on at least 20 flights in the U.S. since early July. Not the first time I did it. I had no idea how it would be received. Jen said people just loved it. It's not just 60%, 99.9%. Jen claims the TSA, generally speaking, love it as well. But earlier this month, the jig was up. United Airlines flight, where Jen was scheduled to fly, asked him to exit the plane for wearing his underwear mask. Moments later, others can be seen leaving, outraged that Jen would be kicked off his flight for wearing undergarment as a face covering. Jen said he knows the attention the red garment attracts, but it's intended to prove a point. Jen and others want the mass transit mask mandate to end. I think that really signals, or at least sends a signal that, generally speaking, we as a people are done with this, Jen said. After exiting the plane, Jen was escorted to the main gate. He says airport officials told him the mask fit all criteria for usage. That's what the TSA told me. It's a customer service issue. There's nothing legal that they're going to pursue. You're fine, Jen said. It's a complete and total charade. You got the FAA, the TSA, and United pointing fingers at each other. They're like they're in the Three Stooges. Wrong there. It should be Y''RE. While Jen has said he's flown on half a dozen other airlines while wearing the mask, he's received a letter from United shortly after the incident banning him from any future flights pending a review by the board. Since the ordeal, Jen is facing backlash. He says he's impacting his well-being. He claimed his LinkedIn account, which he utilizes for his sales job, has been canceled only after his story made the rounds on the platform. It isn't about being graphic or grotesque or inappropriate or anything like that, Jen said. Trying to illustrate the absurdity of wearing a mask on a plane by being absurd. Channel 3 reached out to LinkedIn for a response, but we were unable to get back. So far in 2021, about 5,800 complaints of unruly behavior by airline passengers, many of whom were related to mask rules. A spokesperson with the Pensacola International Airport told Channel 3 they've seen creative masks this year, but no one's been removed from a flight. According to the officials, the only guideline the airport has is wearing a mask that covers your face and nose.
Now to a story making national headlines in recent weeks. A passenger aboard a United Airlines flight was asked to leave before takeoff because of the mask policy. It wasn't that he refused to wear one, it was the type of mask that he wore. Now he feels he's being unfairly punished, and his work is taking a hit.
Time I did it, I had no clue how it was going to be received.
Adam Jenny says he's worn his version of a COVID mask.
Was he wearing a Let's Go Brandon t-shirt? Oh, for fuck's sake.
In the US since July.
People loved it, right? And
but he looks like a total douchebag, let's be honest.
99.9. And TSA, generally speaking, same percentage rate, 99.9%. They love it.
But earlier this month, the jig was up. The United Airlines flight where Jenny was scheduled to fly asked him to exit the plane, citing the underwear mask. Moments later, others can be seen leaving. Jenny says he knows the attention the red garment attracts, but it's intended to prove a point. Jenny and others want the mass transit mask.
This man's out here living in like 5 societies ahead of the rest of us.
Or at least sends a signal that, generally speaking, we, the people, are done with this.
After exiting the plane, Jenny was then escorted to the main gate. He says airport official told him his mask fit all criteria for usage.
That's when the TSA agent told me, okay, it's a customer service issue. There's nothing legal that we're going to pursue. You're fine. It's a complete and total charade. You've got the FAA, the TSA, and United doing this, pointing fingers at each other like they're the Three Stooges.
While Jenny says he's flown on half a dozen other airlines wearing the same mask, he received this letter from United shortly after the incident, banning him from any future flights pending a review by the board. Now, since the ordeal, Jenny's facing backlash he says impacts his well-being. He claims his LinkedIn account, which he utilizes for his sales job, has been canceled, only after his story made its rounds on the platform.
It isn't about being graphic, grotesque, inappropriate, or anything like that. I'm trying to illustrate the absurdity of wearing a mask on a plane by being absurd.
Channel 3's reached out to LinkedIn for a response. We're waiting to hear back. So far in 2021, there were about 5,800 complaints of unruly behavior by airline passengers, most of which were related to mask rules.
Now, an official with Pensacola International Airport telling me tonight they've seen creative masks this year, but no one's been removed from a flight. And according to officials, the only guideline the airport has is wearing a mask that covers your face and your nose.
The dinner food prices are continuing to go up, and the
What a fucking dork.